Oh, okay. Slow down a little bit. It was a quite long break, and I think I just need to catch up with you before. Okay, you do it again. Come on. This was the 20th and the final episode of Season 1 of Supergirl. The show what we all want to love, but the show what we just simply cannot love because it's just not the show what we all want it to be. The question is this: why the show cannot grow up to its reputation? And the answer is, I'm not one of the showrunners, so I have no idea. But here's what I know for sure: this season final simply wasn't a good episode. I liked episode 19 a lot more because it was more action-packed, it was more interesting, and it was well developed, and it was more interesting than the way they closed down the first story arc of the first season. I really liked the fight scene at this episode, but I start to get bored from that. The laser eye is a cool thing, but if that's the only tool what you're using in every single episode, people start to get bored of it. My biggest problem is definitely with Alex and the actress who playing her, because she's just simply not as good as her character. She just cannot deliver the way she should deliver, and because of this we're losing a quite big part of the experience of the character and to like her, because the actress makes her not likable, because she's just simply can't deliver the badass lines or the badass looks, and it just makes her ridiculous. And because of that I was really on team kill Alex in the first season final, please team, but now it looks like she survived. I hope this wasn't a spoiler for anyone, but I really liked Indigo in this episode and Fort Knox and the way she needs to deal with it. But I think the worst part of season 1 was definitely in this episode, and that was when Kara went to the space and she cannot breathe or fly, which was, what the heck? I mean, she's supposed to be Supergirl, not Super Zero. So because of these reasons I don't really enjoy the season final of Supergirl, but I still have hope for the second season. It can be better if the writers let it. But to be fair, it wasn't that bad. I mean, we still have Cat Grant and she still have a great part in this season final. And you know, I'm a huge fan of Cat Grant. She's my icon, she's my actual Supergirl in this series, and she's the reason why I still wanna watch the show in the second season. And my favorite part of this show is definitely her and Kara, or Cat Grant and Supergirl's relationship, because they are just so inspiring. And Cat Grant killed this episode just like in every single episode when she's in. Last week on Gotham I said it was too fast to find Enigma. At this episode, we get to know a bigger secret, which was just about time. If you think about it, this episode was really shocking. Bruce Wayne, he just don't really care. I mean, he's just a kid and he still don't care. So I completely see how he can become Batman. He just don't care, he just wanna figure out the things and he wanna know everything and he wanna kill whoever he can kill. And because of these reasons, this episode was really good. On Gordon's storyline with Barbara, it was a very interesting touch, and I just hope they won't fall in love again for each other, because that would be quite horrible, especially after the past season and what they've been through. Plus, Marina Baccarin could come back anytime to the show because she's not dead or anything like that. She just her with newborn baby with Ben McKenzie, so someone needs to stay at home. This was a very interesting side of Barbara, and I just cannot wait to see more of this. Also in this episode we see a lot of bits and pieces of Dr. Hugo Strange's life and previous career before he got the big guy at Arkham, and it was very interesting, and I just really feel the way they using the character. It opens up 10 million doors, and I think the end of this season could be as good as the first 10 episode was, so I can't wait next Monday. After a couple of weeks, Barry Allen finally back with an amazing episode. Versus Zoom gave us every single thing what we always want to see in this show, or at least what we expecting to should happen sooner or later. To be honest, I always thought they won't do this step, but they did, and it will give us another interesting episode next week, and I just cannot wait to see that. In this episode we start to get to know a little bit more Zoom and his past, how he became the guy who is he, why he's a dangerous villain, and now he has Barry speed, which is another point of danger, and I'm really scared, and I'm just hoping that they're gonna find a way how they can give it back to Barry before it's gonna be too late. I also think it was time to start to use the Vibe and his superpowers, because Cisco is such a beloved character and I always want to see him growing as a superhero, especially since we know that he has a superpower, and I just really want to see where all of this could take us. And of course, I'm very worried about Caitlyn, because I love that character and I just really hope that someone gonna save her. Please, I don't want a King Kong situation here. These are my really short notes about this week's episode. What is yours? What do you think about this episode? Which one was your favorite? Supergirl season final or Gotham? Or maybe your favorite is The Flash? Let us know and let it discuss in the comment section below.